Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to your summer solstice and full moon in Capricorn reading for June 2022. Hello, welcome back. If you are one of my wonderful loyal subscribers, and if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you find the content inspiring, helpful. That's always my intention. And speaking of intentions, we are going to set some good ones this month. For those of you that are in the Southern Hemisphere, I know that it's turning to winter. So I'm going to be focusing on the summer solstice. So feel free to take this how it resonates for you or apply it to 6 months from now when the summer solstice hits your area. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, just how to navigate the energy. How's that? So, I'm going to do a couple ritual things. I've got my tinctures here, my little symbols. So, for those of you with headphones, I will warn you before I get ready to ring those so you can turn it down. It's just going to be an energy clearing, collective sort of thing for you, should you choose to participate. And if not, that's okay too. Do your own thing. So let's talk about setting intentions under this beautiful summer solstice. And I know that we've got a lot going on. So the full moon in Capricorn at 1 degree, I got a fun fact here in a second about that, and the summer solstice and Cancer season starts. So we've got a lot going on in the same 24-hour period. So with full moons, we usually focus on releasing. And yes, that is true. And honestly, any time is a good time to release anything that no longer serves you. You don't have to wait for the full moon. But working with the energy of release is very helpful. So full moons are culmination. So at the new moon, in Capricorn back in January, if you journal or if you remember, take a look at what you were wanting to manifest. And how has that gone for you over these last several months? And if you are on your way, awesome, keep going. If you need to adjust the sails, you're not quite where you wanted to be, or maybe it's not the way that you were hoping things would go, that's okay too. So adjust the sails. Don't be afraid to do that. If things have gone completely off the rails, then maybe it's time to take an evaluation and see if maybe those manifestations weren't the best thing for you. Remember, redirection is divine protection. So just take a look with an open mind and an open heart. Leave ego at the door. Let it play outside. Let it not interfere too much. Ego is wonderful in keeping us safe. It has its purpose. Please don't get me wrong. It's an unhealed ego that says it has to look like this, it has to go like this, or it's not going to work. Change your mindset. We talk about that a lot here on the channel too. If you need any help with that, with changing your mindset, I am a certified infinite possibilities trainer. Shout out Mike Dooley. So if that's something that you're interested in doing and learning more about, all of my contact information is below. Feel free to reach out. We can talk and see, we'll design some sort of session package that fits for you. Yes, I do in person if you're local to my area, Northeast Ohio. If not, Zoom is a wonderful thing. It allows us to connect. So we can certainly do that. We'll build a package, don't worry. Lots of options, lots of opportunities. I want these things to be accessible for everybody, whether it's mediumship, distant Reiki, card readings, soul training, grief training, not training, grief. I don't want to use the word counseling because that gives a certain connotation to it, but grief sessions. So if you need any help with that, let me know. Otherwise, with this full moon, it's in Capricorn and it's at 1 degree. So here's the fun fact. We have the next full moon in July also in Capricorn at the 29th degree. So We've got a whole month of figuring out if sales need to be adjusted and what's going on, and a good period of reflection. So Capricorn is the workhorse of the zodiac. Capricorns, I love you. You know that. My South Node is in Capricorn. So find your chart. There's all kinds of free charts out there that you can take a look and see where things are for you. We all have everything in our chart. It's just a matter of where. Like my South Node is the only thing that I have in Capricorn. I have no planets there. That's okay. Capricorn's still in my chart. It's in a certain house, and there's lots of pieces to that astrological puzzle. I am not an astrologer. Please find someone who is way more versed at that than I am. For those of you local, you know I love Angie, the astrologer. Yasmin Boland is the author of the beautiful Moonology decks, the Mercury retrograde book. I wish she would make a deck. Yasmin, if you're watching this, please make a Mercury retrograde deck. That'd be great. Thanks. So she's a very published Hay House author. I follow her for all things moon related, or seek out whoever resonates for you. So with the Capricorn full moon, take a look, see where it is in your chart. If nothing else, if all of that is like wah, 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 peanuts wah, 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 to you, then that's okay too. If nothing else, just know that this full moon is a great time to reflect. Where are you in your career path? Because Capricorn is finances, career, good stuff. It's an earth sign. And it is a wonderful time to reevaluate. What am I doing right? Yay. Yay. I've done things right in the past. Woohoo. Where could I be a little bit better? Am I needing to tighten things up a little bit right now? Am I able to give freely? Am I in a position at work where I want to be? Am I in a soul sucking job? Whatever it is for you, take time to evaluate and adjust the sails if needed. We'll dive into it more here in the personal reading. But for now, I wanted to start with explaining to you all the things that are going on right now. So we also have, flip side, we have a beautiful summer solstice here. And this is the return of light and hope. Longest day of the year, shortest night. So lots of light, lots of opportunity. And the moon being full shines her beautiful light into the world. So lots of light coming in to shine. So I have the Priestess of Light Oracle that we'll be using as well as the Light Seer's Tarot, the moon deck for some affirmations, and we'll see what else we get into. But, and I might switch decks here and there. So as we navigate this beautiful energy with the summer solstice, being grateful for all the good stuff and letting the light shine in on any dark corners that need to be cleaned out. Maybe decluttering is a thing for you right now. Great. Very earth sign thing to do. Letting go of that which no longer serves you. So, when our hands are open to give, they're also open to receive. So as we release items that no longer work for us, for our space and alignment, or energetically, we let go of things or situations or people who have, people are here for a reason and a season. Not everyone is meant to go with us throughout our whole life. Most people do kind of come and go. So if it's time to let them go, let them go. Remember, you can't speak butterfly language to caterpillars, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with setting boundaries. I'm a huge fan. Highly recommend setting boundaries. But if you are keeping someone in your life just because, we've been friends for 25 years, well, maybe you're just very different people, and it's okay to be friends from afar. You can love people from afar. And it doesn't mean that you have to cut them out of your life and never speak to them again, but putting some distance between you is okay too. Or keeping to yourself the things that you plan to do next. There are going to be people who don't understand why you're switching jobs. What are you doing? You have such a great job. Okay, that's what you see. Let me tell you what I live. Everybody's always going to have an opinion. So, not everybody is your cheerleader. And it's okay not to tell everybody everything. The greatest piece of advice I ever received was about 10 years ago. Not everyone needs to know everything that's going on in your life. And that is because not everybody is your cheerleader. Everybody has an opinion, and you might start doubting yourself. If your soul is saying, knock, knock, hello, let's get moving on something different. And somebody else says, but you make such great money, or you work so hard to get to that position, or you have a great retirement. I have no work-life balance. I have no flexibility. I've hit the ceiling. I'm as high up as I can go. Um, this is no longer in alignment. I opened my eyes. I let this light shine in. And now I see that this company doesn't align with my goals and morals and values. I found out that they're not green. They're not eco-friendly. They treat people like crap. It's no amount of money is worth that. Whatever it is. But you might start doubting yourself. So be very judicious about with who you share information. Moral of the story. So let's get into, okay, here's your warning. Ding, 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 danger, danger. There is going to be louder than that, a loud sound. So if you're wearing earphones or if you're somewhere that you might need to turn the volume down a little bit, here you go. I've got the microphone behind, but these things they pack a punch. So I'm going to ring them 3 times. I'm going to try to be as gentle as possible, but I do want this to be clearing. So set your intention now, whatever it is. Feel free to pause the video and know that you are in a very safe space, grounded, beautiful energy, safe bubble. If you are in a place where you can safely do so, close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, and then listen to this energy clearing sound. It's very high pitched. My cat usually doesn't like it. So here we go. Okay, loud sounds over. So as you enter into this beautiful time, this energy of the summer solstice, this full moon in Capricorn and Cancerian season, which Cancer is, remember the full moons are always in the opposite sign of the sun sign we're in. That's why it's in Capricorn this time around. Cancer is very loving and nurturing, and it rules the home, and it's a water sign, and it's very go with the flow. As much as it's a cardinal sign, it is something, there's something to be said about Cancer being very nurturing and loving. So there you go. All right. Let's get into the individual reading. Ooh, little extra ding for you. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on. It's beautiful energy. As always, take what resonates, apply it to your situation. Don't try to shoehorn yourself into anything. If it doesn't fit, it's okay. If you would like your own personal reading, all of my info is in the description box below. So let's see what the overall energy is for you and guidance. You can also watch your other placements as well. Or if you just like the title, that works too. So this is the Moon deck. Love this deck. It's like little affirmations for you. Things that you may or may not be aware of that are popping up. Oh, Scorpios, I love you. The deck is like, not yet. Oh, okay. Woo! Okay. So trigger warning for those fellow arachnophobes. I am the weaver of my reality. Okay, so if you're watching, I just moved the card. I am the weaver of my reality. And that is very true. Spiders, I have a love hate relationship. They creep me out. Okay, too many appendages moving opposite of each other. Okay, so if you ever saw Friends, the show Friends, Chandler has a fear of. Oops, sorry, I just kicked my camera. Um, Chandler has a fear of the guy who did Lord of the Dance. Flatley, I can't remember his first name. My apologies. He said his legs move independent of his body. That's exactly how I feel about spider energy. And I love them. I understand where they fall and that they're part of nature. It's just stay away from me, okay? Ew. But the spiritual symbolism, look it up, is that they're webs. They're incredibly strong, and they are weavers. So you are weaving. And look up the story, the myth of, or oh my gosh, it's where we get arachnid from, and it just escaped. But it's Greek mythology, Athena and Arachne. We get there. Lots of energy going on. I've been doing readings all day. So I am the weaver of my reality. And it is very true. Look what's on the bottom from the Moonology deck. Luck is on your side, new moon and Sag. We'll go with it. That seems pretty pertinent. And then your card's right underneath. Work through your fears, new moon and Scorpio. Okay. So work through those. Okay, yeah. So I'm like terrified, right? Arachnophobia, the fear of arachnids. They just move independent. Enough. So, Scorpio, I love you, but you're kind of like right there with them, with the scorpion. Working through your fears. I love that your card showed up here. Luck is on your side. So the new moon in Sag happens in Sagittarius season. New moon is always in the same sun sign that we're in. So that'll be probably sometime in like the early part of December. I don't have the date in front of me. Forgive me, but a simple Google search will help. So luck is on your side. So between now and then, so it's about the next 6 months. What's your plan? What's your plan? Doesn't have to be concrete, but luck is on your side for these next 6 months. I'm going to go ahead and just put it out there. The next 6 months, luck is on your side. Things are going to happen for you. Synchronicities are going to happen. It's like everything is always working out for me. Your mantra is coming true. It's beautiful. You are so incredibly lucky. Tell yourself that. If you just thought, no, I'm not, clear, cancel, delete. Yes, I am. I am so lucky. Things, people, situation, opportunities come to me easily and freely. I am so lucky. I am so grateful for all this good luck that I have in my life. Great luck, amazing luck, beautiful. Insert your own here and work through your fears. So there's your new moon, Scorpio season, October-ish. So work through those fears, maybe into early November. Work through those fears. What's holding you back? Is it that when I said, I am so lucky, and you said, no, I'm not? Where does that stem from? That's your ego. Ego is wonderful when it keeps us safe. Don't walk down a dark alley at night by yourself. Absolutely. But it can hinder us and hold us back. So what's holding you back? Fear. I just gave you the answer. Fear. Fear is what's holding you back. Okay, fear of what? Fear of failure. Fear of confirmation. Fear of what? Work through it. Acknowledge it. This isn't toxic positivity of, no, nothing, only the good. We have to acknowledge, we live in a world of duality. We have to acknowledge that there is light and shadow to everything. So the light side, luck is on your side. Shadow side, fear. Are you afraid that if all of these beautiful things come to you, that people are going to be jealous? That's a real fear. Sure, acknowledge it and say, but it doesn't bother me. It's a projection of themselves. They can have it back. Or if you really want to be high vibe and love and light, then say, I give this over to the divine to transmute into love, light, and blessings to shower upon them so that they too can feel that luck. Make sense? All right. The next card that was on the bottom was you and your loved ones are safe. The new moon in Cancer, and we're in Cancer season. The new moon in Cancer will come the first week of July. Lots of timing here, Scorpio. It might have just been worth the wait, huh? This is the Salt and Sea Energy Oracle I'm using for the water signs for sure. You're the first ones that I have done for this session, this round of YouTube readings. So we'll see if I continue. I do love this deck. So it was apropos to use for the water signs. The messages and illustrations are simple, but very impactful. Oh, we got two. Okay. Octopus, keep to yourself, be discreet. So if you are afraid of other people's projections and people saying, what kind of right do you have? Every right, just like we all do. Divine right. Okay. Yeah. Enlighten. So there you go. Octopus, keep to yourself, be discreet. It's okay. The best advice I ever received about 10 years ago. And it was, not everyone needs to know everything that's going on in your life. It's okay to keep some things to yourself until you're ready to, like if you have a new idea, a new business venture, you're going back to school, you got a new job, whatever it is, a new relationship, whatever it is, it's okay to keep it to yourself until you feel like the time is right. Until you are completely in the unbothered energy of, I don't care what other people say, I'm doing what I need to do for me. And Pelican, now is your chance. Act quickly. So this beautiful opportunity here. You are weaving your own reality. Make sure it's good. Accept this beautiful abundance and this luck from the universe. Acknowledge and then dismiss the fears. It's okay to keep things to yourself for a little bit, but jump now. Act now. You don't have to tell everybody that you're acting now, but take advantage of this beautiful energy. Yeah. Ooh, I love that. Good reading so far, Scorpio. Let's keep it going. I'm going to pull some tarot. I do my 5-card spread. I will let you know what it's looking like. Don't worry. Using the Light Seer's Tarot because we are in this beautiful light energy, return of the light, celebrating the light. Full moon shining brightly, reflecting the sun's light. Oh yeah, good stuff. Queen of Cups in reverse. Ooh, oh, okay. Well, I haven't even gotten to the part where I split the deck and do the things. So let's see what we've got. Ooh, the Tower. Yeah, love that. 3 of Pentacles. And the Empress. Ooh, something flew. Hold, please. 5 of Swords. Yeah, people chirping in your ear. Well, maybe I won't have to do the split the deck thing. Maybe the universe is just going to provide right now. Maybe those are the 5 cards they wanted. Okay. So let's do... Yeah, that feels right. Okay. Does it? I'm not going to try to force anything. We're just going to read it. So the Tower. Love it. I do. I love the Tower. Okay. So people are scared. If you can take a look at this card. Our cute little squirrel, our little rodent friend down here with a big fluffy tail. I'm calling him a squirrel. He's looking up like, oh no, there's a storm coming. But these butterflies are like, we got you. We're good. That's representative of spirit. So he can go in his little burrow here and be safe during this storm. And that's a beautiful thing. So the reason I love the Tower is because it's the universe saying, we're going to sweep away anything that's not serving you, any obstacles that are in your way. Or I know it seems chaotic and scary at the time because you're like, oh my gosh, maybe something really big is leaving your life. Maybe let's not plant any seeds, but let's use an example. So maybe someone loses their job. And they're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay my bills? What's going to happen? How am I going to survive? That's very real fear. Work through your fears, remember? It's a very real fear. But then the universe comes along and says, Empress, I'm sending the Empress. This is beautiful. There is something better. I am knocking this down so that you can do something even better. Sometimes when we feel like we hit rock bottom and there's nowhere to go but up, we lose all the fear that was holding us back. And like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go forward in this business venture on my own. I'm going to apply for jobs that I wouldn't have even known were available because I wasn't looking, whatever it is. So this tower comes along and is like, whoosh, knocking it down, but you're safe. That foundation, think about earthquakes. Foundations are usually left and they're intact. And you want to rebuild on those structures because those bricks or whatever building materials are now fortified and stronger for what they've been through. Same is energetically true for you. So whatever storm you're going through, you are divinely protected, butterflies spirit. And this Empress energy is coming out. So the Empress, the divine feminine, has been showing up quite a bit in readings in the last week or so that I've been doing. And she is saying, this is yin energy, divine feminine. We all have divine feminine and divine masculine within each of us, no matter how we identify in the physical world. Our soul is made up of both. And that's the balance. That's a beautiful balance. So she is here to say, I'm nurturing you. It's time. Like, she is very pregnant and it takes 40 weeks to gestate the average human baby. So she's like, I'm good. I'm beautiful. I'm glowing. And I love how it's earth. So this is Gaia. So you are supported. You are divinely guided and directed. And it's time to step into this receiving energy, this yin energy, receptive energy. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, it's like, ugh. So she's the queen of self-care to me. That's how I read her. And it's also listening to your intuition. So it's time to step into this, Scorpio, this divine feminine, this beautiful nurturing energy. Because right now, and maybe it's because of a tower moment that has occurred or is coming, you're like, oh my God, how am I going to take care of myself? You are. Gaia's got you. Three of Pentacles, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. So with this beautiful energy here, ask for help. I know it's hard. Our society teaches us that we should be resilient and do everything by ourselves and be all things to everyone, but we can't do that. We need help. We all have unique talents that we bring out. No man is an island. And as much as we might enjoy solitude at times, we do need community. We do need people because we're so close. It's like I can only see the red dot. But he's standing above and has a totally different perspective because he's seeing this tapestry upside down. And then she's over here knitting and not even looking at the tapestry. So there's pieces, there are parts. Everybody has a job to do. Everybody has something to contribute. We all have beautiful, unique spiritual gifts that play out in the physical world. What is yours? And what is holding you back from expressing that? Fear. Fear of what? Judgment? Rejection? Let it go. Let it go. You don't need that. It doesn't serve you. Five of Swords being chirpy here, chirpy chirperson in the ear. And maybe this is someone physically who's chirping at you, or maybe it's because this is thoughts. He's like, man, I got a headache. Maybe it's those limiting belief systems that we're taught as kids. You have to work 40 hours to bring home a steady paycheck to feed your family, and you just work to survive. No. If you live to work, it will trap you. But we work in order to provide. Yeah, if we want electricity, we got to pay the electric bill. Okay, we have to exchange services. Your employer, whoever that is, whether it's corporate or it's your clients, whoever it is, they pay you for your time. It's an energy exchange. What are you worth? A lot, right? We all are. So What is holding you back? Are those limiting belief systems like I have to work a hard job, the same job for 40 years, and then I retire, live maybe 20 years if I'm lucky, but in terrible health, just to die? No, live now. Live now. Not everyone's going to understand what you're doing, and that's okay. It's not for them to understand. It's not their experience. It's yours. Woo! Yeah. Five of Wands in reverse. Release the conflict. The 2 5s here. Release it. Let it go. That's your advice. Let it go. Even if it's an internal conflict of, I don't know what to do. Tap into that beautiful Empress energy. Ask for help with the 3 of Pentacles. There is no shame in that game. Getting help, whatever it is. If it's counseling, if it's asking someone to do your taxes for you, paying a CPA because you got too much going on, that's okay. That gives you time freedom. And it gives you freedom from like, oh my gosh, did I do that right? Am I going to get audited? What's going on here? So knowing that you have this ability to tap in and utilize these resources, these other people who are bringing beautiful gifts, hire a landscaping company or hire the kid down the road to mow for you. And if the lines aren't straight, or if you feel like he shortcutted something, take that as an opportunity to, and I'm just using pronouns that don't even matter for simplicity's sake. You hire the kid and they're not doing the job that you would like. Take that as an opportunity not to yell and bark at them, but to educate them and say, hey, what about using this tool instead of that tool? Here's a way to do that. Use it as a teaching opportunity. Even bratty teenagers, pensive teenagers, can be super receptive to the right tone. Words are powerful, but tone is even more powerful. Our communication is like 92% nonverbal. It's what we don't say. It's our body language and reading between the lines of what isn't said, and it's tone. You can say, hey, nice job, or nice job, right? Sarcasm. So take it as an opportunity. 6 of Cups in reverse. Again, something from childhood, that programming, letting that go, and having the opportunity, like I was just saying with those kids, because there's kids on the card. We are teachers. It takes a village. We are always teaching the people around us, the younger generations. They do look to us, no matter how old we are or how old they are. We're always looking to those generations for that wisdom and that guidance. High Priestess. Yes, and she's upright. Love it. So receiving those messages, receiving that divine wisdom. See her eyes. She is the cover model of the deck. Her eyes are closed, but the artist painted like watercolor so that the eyes are still there and they are open. So that is indicative of your third eye. And there is, I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but there is a white dot there on her third eye. Beautiful energy. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. And we're going to close out with the Priestess of Light Oracle. Oh, sorry for anybody using headphones, earbuds, earphones. That's fine. We're just going to roll with it. That was kind of loud. But I did warn you with the energy cleanse that this tincture is for them. All right, Priestess of Light. These are very empowering, beautiful messages. With Cancer season and with the full moon, I did feel like using some very feminine decks. And the Divine Feminine. So here we are. Divine Feminine. Again, we have both within us, no matter how you identify. But right now you're being called to tap into this beautiful feminine energy, magnetic receptive power, number 7. Beautiful. This is Isis, by the way. And the hieroglyphic eagle here is this beautiful spiritual guidance energy. It comes with an affirmation in the guidebook. Let me read that for you. Number 7. I open myself to the divine feminine within and around me. As I get in touch with the warmth of my spirit, my magnetism grows. Gorgeous. So, with the Empress energy as well and the High Priestess, there may be female identifying, feminine identifying people around you who are very helpful to you. Or you could also, and or you could be um, tapping in and healing some mother wounds or female wounds. Like maybe there was a mother figure or a female teacher or a female partnership that burned you, and it's time to heal that. So, some childhood healing here as well. You know the assignment, Scorpio. It's up to you. Beautiful reading, though. I love this. So, thank you so much for joining. Feel free, please, to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if this was helpful for you or if any of the other guidance was helpful. That's always my intention, that it's helpful. And if you would like your own personal reading to tap deeper into this energy or your own energy, everything's in the description box below. So until next time, Scorpio, take care.